In the middle of life's fast pace, there's a quiet calling from within. It feels like a whisper from the soul, asking for calm, clarity, and presence. Responsibilities pile up, the world's voices get louder, but the heart remains restless. The feeling of emptiness lingers, even when surrounded by activities and people. There's a thirst that nothing seems to quench. It's not the absence of things, it's the absence of direction. That's why today is the time to pause. Breathe deeply and seek something greater. Often, all the energy goes into achieving, conquering, solving. Yet even after it all, peace doesn't always arrive. There's a silent longing for meaning, for something beyond what the eyes can see. What is visible isn't enough to fill what the heart truly longs for. Emotional exhaustion, the sense of being lost, all of it points to a need for connection. The real answer isn't out there. It's above. And once the heart chooses to seek sincerely, the path begins to shift. The heart carries invisible burdens. Unspoken worries, unhealed wounds, unshared pressure. Every ignored feeling adds weight until it becomes too heavy to hold. But there's a place where it can all be laid down. A safe place. A refuge not shaped by circumstances. In that place, strength doesn't need to be faked. There's freedom to be sincere, vulnerable, real. That place is the presence of the eternal. And today is the moment to enter in. The world teaches to hide weakness, but heaven responds to brokenness. It's not eloquence that moves the divine, but the truth that comes from deep within. Prayer doesn't need to be rehearsed, it only needs to be real. Every word spoken with faith is heard. And even silence, when offered with an open heart, reaches the heavens. In this moment, everything can be surrendered. Every fear, every uncertainty, every tear. All of it can be placed into the hands that hold the universe. Lord, here is a weary heart. A heart that's tried many paths, but today chooses to return to you. Here are the doubts, the burdens, the thoughts that can't find rest. All of it is laid before you without reservation. May your peace fill every corner of this being, even where pain once tried to settle. May your invisible embrace surround, comfort, and transform. Nothing needs to be perfect to come to you. Just a sincere heart, and here it is. Lord, hear this prayer rising through the weariness. No fancy words, just truth. A soul that acknowledges its limits, but also trusts in your care. May the strength that comes from you be renewed right now. May the weight be exchanged for relief. May the soul rediscover rest. May fear give way to trust. May uncertainty bow before your wisdom. And may this moment become a new beginning, filled with faith. Even if nothing outside changes, something inside already has. Because prayer transforms what no one else can see. It makes room for comfort, renewal, and direction. From this moment on, the heart no longer walks alone. There is a constant presence that guides, sustains, and strengthens. And even if battles still remain, one thing is already certain: help comes from above. The journey continues, but now with living hope. If this message is touching your heart in any way, don't forget to like this video, leave your thanks in the comments, and click the button to show your support. It helps spread this message to others who also need to hear it. And if you're not already following the Space of Faith, subscribe and turn on notifications to continue this journey of prayer and renewal with us. There are moments when the weight of life becomes too hard to carry. Responsibilities pile up, decisions feel unclear, and the heart feels overwhelmed. In times like these, it's easy to believe everything depends on personal effort that no one nearby could understand. But there's a safe place where everything can be laid down. A place where the weary soul finds rest. That place is the presence of the one who never leaves, not even in silence. And that's where true transformation begins. There's no shame in recognizing limits. In fact, strength is born in that very awareness. Admitting weakness isn't failure, it's wisdom. Self-reliance hides emptiness, but dependence on the divine reveals the way forward. When everything seems out of control, one truth remains firm: nothing escapes the hands of the one who sees it all. Life begins to shift when the heart chooses trust, even without full understanding. And in surrender, peace starts to grow. This is the moment to release the areas kept under personal control for too long. Worries about the future, pain from the past, fears of the present, all of it can be placed in the hands of the one who knows every detail. This isn't about giving up, it's about trusting. Trusting that there's a purpose, even when logic doesn't explain. True surrender isn't weakness, it's an act of courage. It's a recognition that someone greater is guiding each step. Lord, everything weighing down the mind and heart is placed in your hands. The unanswered questions, the unresolved feelings, the fears that keep returning, may all of it now be wrapped in your peace. May control be handed back to you. May thoughts align with your truth. May every hidden and forgotten part be touched by your light. It's no longer time to carry everything alone. It's time to trust completely in you. Lord, teach how to trust even when there are no visible signs. Teach how to rest when everything feels uncertain. Teach how to wait when time feels slow. Teach how to depend on you in every choice, every step. Let trust not be rooted in circumstances, but in your faithfulness. Let the heart learn to rest in the unseen. Because even without seeing, it's possible to believe. And even without understanding, it's possible to keep walking in peace. The soul that surrenders finds direction. Even when the world around screams confusion, a gentle voice still leads. It's a voice that speaks deep within, bringing safety where there once was fear. A presence that restores, renews, and lifts what has fallen. Letting go of control leads to freedom. Full trust leads to rest. And it's in that rest that life begins to bloom again. Where there is faith, there is constant renewal. It doesn't matter how long this weight has been carried. Today is the day to let it go. To release what's in hand and trust that it will be cared for with love and purpose. Human plans are limited, but the divine plan is perfect. Even if the process is slow, each step is being guided. Hope isn't lost, it's just been asleep. And right now, it's waking up again. What once seemed impossible is already starting to take shape in the unseen. There are days when faith feels weak, as if the flame that once burned bright has dimmed. Daily struggles, delayed answers, and long silences can create doubt. But it's in those exact moments that the soul must press in even deeper. A spiritual walk isn't fueled by emotion but by decision. Every step upward is a sign of perseverance. True faith grows stronger when everything seems to oppose it. And those who keep seeking even when tired will find. Seeking the divine presence isn't just an occasional act, it's a daily choice. It's not about religion, it's about relationship. The more time spent in that presence, the more the heart is shaped by eternal character. Transformation doesn't happen overnight, but it is real, quiet, deep, and lasting. Even on weak days, the simple desire to draw closer is proof that the spirit is still alive. And where there's consistency in the pursuit, there's powerful, unseen growth. The world offers distractions disguised as fast satisfaction. But none of them last for long. Only what comes from above remains. Only what is eternal truly fills. That's why it's so necessary to silence the noise and fix the eyes on what matters most. Every minute spent in prayer, in reading, in reflection, it's a seed. It may feel small now, but in due time it will bear fruit. Heaven honors silent persistence. Lord, awaken again the desire to be near you. Rekindle the flame time tried to put out. Let the heart find joy again in seeking you. Let the mind find rest in your word. Align every thought with your will. Let discouragement have no more space. Let the hunger for your presence grow each day. And may nothing outside of you ever be enough again. Lord, transform every moment in your presence into renewal. May the act of seeking not feel like a burden, but a joy. Even in the busyness of the day, may the spirit remain alert. May every thought be lifted upward. May every choice be guided by your voice. Let the pursuit not depend on emotion, but on conviction. Because those who truly seek you, find you. And those who persist, see your hand move. The walk with the eternal is filled with highs and lows. But what sustains it is perseverance. Even when nothing is felt, it's still possible to believe. Even when nothing is heard, it's still possible to trust. Faith isn't based on what is seen, but on the certainty of what is yet to come. And that certainty renews strength. It gives meaning to the days. It brings lightness to the journey. Those who remain will reap. Those who continue will grow. The divine presence isn't a reward for the perfect, it's a refuge for the sincere. There's no demand for appearance, only for surrender. And every true surrender is received with grace. Today is another chance to begin again, to seek with even greater depth. To let go of what distracts. To focus on what truly transforms. Eternal love is available. The presence is open. The answer will come. There are times when everything feels uncertain, yet still, an inner voice whispers, "Keep going." Certainty doesn't always come from the outside, it grows from the faith within. Walking with purpose takes daily surrender. Communion with the eternal doesn't require perfection, only consistency. It's in intimacy that direction is revealed. It's in presence that dark paths are lit. And even if the scenery hasn't changed yet, something inside already has. Every surrendered decision is a seed planted in trust. The soul that learns to depend on what's above discovers a whole new way to live. Anxiety makes way for hope. Fear gives room to peace. Even if the process is long, grace is enough for every step. What once seemed distant begins to draw near. What once seemed impossible becomes real in divine timing. And along the way, faith grows stronger. Lord, may every step taken today be toward your purpose. May the mind align with your wisdom. May the heart find safety in your will. Let there be no shortcuts, only the right direction, even if it takes longer. Let obedience be greater than haste. Let hope rise higher than fear. May each day become a new chance to honor you in everything. And may your eternal purpose become clearer and clearer. Lord, reveal what still needs to be changed. Show the areas that need transformation. Correct with love, shape with patience. May the soul stay sensitive to your voice. May pride never block the ears. May stubbornness not harden the heart. Let every prayer deepen dependence. And may the journey be walked closely with you, without distractions or detours. Ongoing communion with heaven changes every part of life. Perspective shifts. Priorities realign. Love becomes more genuine. Faith becomes stronger. The soul learns to rest, even in storms. Trust no longer depends on emotion, but on divine faithfulness. And over time, everything that once seemed confusing finds meaning. Because those who walk in communion walk in light. A life of purpose isn't free from challenges, but it's full of meaning. Every pain has value. Every weight carries a lesson. Every fall becomes part of growth. The eternal wastes nothing. Everything is used to shape, strengthen, and draw closer. So even in the face of uncertainty, it's possible to rest. The plan is greater. The path is sure. The presence is constant. And the love is strong enough to carry through to the end. Now is the time to give thanks. To thank for every unseen act of care. For every silent rescue. For every answer that came at just the right time. For every prayer heard. For every moment of peace in the chaos. For every second chance offered. Gratitude strengthens faith and prepares the heart to receive even more. May the soul live in constant praise. May the spirit remain in worship. And may the heart never stop seeking. If you felt the presence of God in this moment, don't leave without clicking the like button and leaving your thanks in the comments. That's more than interaction, It's a testimony that heaven is still listening. Share this video with someone else who needs peace and direction. And if you're not yet part of this faith community, subscribe now and turn on notifications so you don't miss the next moment like this.